First one is showing big.
Precious seconds ticking off the clock. Singler. Volleyball tapped away. Duke gets it back.
It's upset city, man. It's upset city.
'67, Wisconsin about to knock off Ohio State.
What a gutty performance to be down 15 to this good Ohio State team. We'll see them Brent Musburger and I on Tuesday against Michigan State. Celebration in Madison, David.
And he goes back together because Kansas State has taken down number 1.
Should begin, my friends. They are going to be dancing. They are going to be dancing. No doubt they will dance this year. They will dance, and they'll be dancing in Blacksburg tonight.
For this UNLV program, this is going to energize the city, send a message to Las Vegas that Runnin' Rebel basketball is back.
And fittingly, it ends up in Standback's hands. Down goes number 1. UNLV takes out North Carolina.
Timeouts for Indiana. Jones. Watford for the win! Yes! Yes!
Oh! Unbelievable! Unbelievable! Can't believe it!
Dane. This guy's been coach of the year in the Big East 3 of the last 5 years. Doesn't have anywhere near the talent this year he's had in the past. This is one of his best efforts at Notre Dame. As number 1 goes down. Syracuse undefeated no more.
Take. Butler at 7-2 defeats only to Xavier and Illinois, trying to pull it off against the number 1 ranked team in the country.
Nice job by Brad Stevens to really spread out his players so Indiana had no chance to trap there.
7 seconds. Barlow spinning, shooting.
Are you unbelievable? Absolutely unbelievable. The most
2.5. Here comes Halls. He'll fire. And Butler has stunned Indiana. The Hoosiers knocked off their top-ranked perch.
He's really had a tough time with his shot. Tough time. Another rebound from Mr. Howard. Oh, they're proud now. He runs around, dancing with joy.
Let the party begin in Raleigh.
Oh, that's big. Oh, watch the young guy with a wheelchair.
Oy.
Oh, he's got a wheelchair out there.
Well, Hancock's in there for a reason.
Siva. Stolen on the baseline. Holy cow, what a finish. Louisville turns it over on its last 2 possessions.
They deserve it. They deserve it. They have earned it.
And it's over.
Here they come. Here they come. Oh, this whack in front of him. What's he doing? He's doing a little dance. Oh. He's a young version of Gary Williams.
Pretty good game tonight for Yogi Ferrell. Burke launches about a 32-footer. Sheehy down with a rebound. And Michigan will concede.
Let the party begin. Oh, Kilroy's, they're jumping with joy. Hoosier hysteria. Oh, a little showtime. Mr. Oladipo, wave it off. Wave it off, but it looked good.
We're tied up.
2-second differential here.
37.2. 2-second differential. Game clock, shot clock.
Coach Gross told us before the game, he grades his players at the defensive end of the floor. He's going to be grading them here on this one. Final possession in this game. Can you get a stop?
Biggest test of the season for the Illini when he has challenged their defense.
Well, be careful on how you help here on Oladipo. Zeller's coming for the screen.
8 seconds. Oladipo. Oh, it's a steal that time by Richardson. And denied by Oladipo. 0.9 remains. Can they pull off the last-second miracle here at home? How about that? Are you kidding me?
They've done it, Tess. They've done it. Tyler Griffey knocks off #1 Indiana.
Williams will jump up and down in front of him. They'll have a length of the court pass. Firing toward half court. Intercepted! Andre Hollins and Gopher fans for the first time in a quarter century. Minnesota's knocked off the #1 team, and it is a court rush at the bar.
Valentine the drive. Put back, yes! Dawson. 4-point game. Timeout, Kentucky. John Calipari livid. Young. Too far away. That's ball good. And Michigan State will win it.
Mizzo is going to be, look, we got beat, but we were an active participant in our loss. There were a whole lot of things that Michigan State, from their perspective, has to believe they didn't do that contributed to this loss every bit as much as what North Carolina did. That was a bad foul by Bryce Johnson.
The first.
Johnson, jump stop, 14-footer, will not go. Wallace rebound. All right, you got a timeout. Let's see if Mike Montgomery elects to call the timeout or let him play. They're going now. Well, you don't give the defense a chance to get set. 58-58. California for the win to beat #1. Cobbs the fade. Oh. And no timeouts. If they lob it, I would go for it if you're California. Knocked away. #1. Unbeaten. No more. California beats Arizona.
3 in a row here in overtime. Make it 4 in a row. Now Syracuse has to have a 3. 11 seconds to go. They're out of timeouts. Ennis off to Cooney. Cooney for the tie. Short. Ennis has it. 3 seconds to go. Boston College with Ryan Anderson throwing it to the heavens. Has all of their prayers answered at the Carrier Dome. And Syracuse is undefeated no more.
Syracuse is going to face some real challenges right now. They're going to have to regroup, get themselves back in that winner's mentality. Not going to get easy. Going to leave here, go to Maryland Monday night, and then a trip to Charlottesville on Saturday.
And we're in all likelihood, of course, now looking at a new #1 on a Monday when the poll comes out. The Florida Gators seem primed to take over the top spot. Absolutely. As Syracuse loses for the second.
Blue jerseys, don't give them a chance for a 4-point play. Stand still.
#1 has been upset today. The Northern Iowa Panthers have knocked off the top-ranked North Carolina Tar Heels this afternoon, 71-67.
And it looks like John Calipari's called off the Dogs. This place is about to get loud. For the first time in 12 years, UCLA has knocked off a #1 team.
Ball tipped out to Gazelle. 18 seconds to go. Gazelle's going to dribble this one out. And how about this in Iowa City? The Hawks are indeed flying high. They have knocked off unbeaten Michigan State. The final score, Iowa 83, Michigan State 70.
Little frosty. Big night for him, 26 points. Yep, that's his career high. Vic wants to go again. Number 1 Kansas falls at Morgantown. 74-63.
Tremendous amount of credit, not just their offense, their defense was the best it's been all season.
Hilton Magic strikes again.
In the eventuality that the fans would want to storm the court, I'm sitting here thinking, I'm glad they practiced that.
They are ready. Kansas State has won 4 straight games at home against Oklahoma, and down goes number 1.
Pull it off now. Villanova backs up. How about this? The final score, 90-83, and for the first time since joining the Big East, Xavier beats Villanova, and they do it while the Wildcats were ranked number 1.
Clock at 6. Mason gets it off. Tough shot, and rebound comes down to Kennard. Don't want to give up a 3 here. Allen has it knocked away. Kennard on the drive. Jackson to tie it. Got it! 15 seconds to go. Kansas does have a timeout. Bill Self going to use it. Frank Jackson, the freshman. Mason. Jones a great defender and bigger. They'll let him catch it. 5 seconds to go. Mason the pull-up jumper. Yes! 1.8. Jackson to inbound. Matt Jones. And Kansas will win it.
Apropos of this game, Frank Mason, the toughest player on the floor.
A huge road upset. Got them both.
They can turn once.
Fox will have to hoist it from way outside. And top-ranked Kentucky down by number 11 UCLA on their home floor. It doesn't happen very often.
Away from knocking off number 1 for the second time in program. Chris Holtman here in his 3rd season. Brunson airballs a 3. And the 20-game winning streak for top-ranked Villanova will come to a close. Some Hinkle magic tonight as Butler takes down Villanova.
So are you a fan of court storming or not a fan?
In this instance, I'm good with it.
I'm totally good with it.
Absolutely.
Go have some fun, Mountaineers fans. You earned it.
Number 1 goes down to defeat as West Virginia knocks off the Baylor Bears. And here they come.
Big 10-4. And a free timeout. Yeah, more importantly, yeah. You got to check hard out. Brunson all the way to the rack. No! Number 1 has fallen in Milwaukee.
at every position.
Under 10 on the shot clock. Here's Mika one-on-one against Karnowski. And Mika!
On Mika, that might have been one possession too late.
Pause the pull-up. Kaufusi, the rebound and the putback! Perkins over the timeline. Emery steals it. And Goliath goes down. BYU wins it.
Here comes Trent up the floor. Duke down by 5. His shot no good. A wild week in college basketball continues as #1 Duke goes down to Boston College.
Bulldogs, a sold-out crowd. Butler on top 12-11. Time think clock. Realize that you can chew it up a little bit.
That's a great shot, great open look because he flashed.
Brunson to the corner, DiVincenzo too strong. And the ball tipped out. Weidman has it. And that is it. #1 goes down here at Indianapolis as the Butler Bulldogs knock off the Villanova Wildcats for a 3rd straight time by a final score of 101-93.
We're so proud of these kids. They just did a great job.
Final 5 seconds. And Ohio State knocks off #1.
Is fouled by DiVincenzo. Concussion, Jay Wright wanted him on the bench, and here he is with 36 seconds to go.
Give it to Brunson and drive it.
Brunson straight away 3. The rebound is Samuels, out to Gillespie, his 3. Good! One of those freshmen hits the 3. Brunson. Over to Spellman for the lead, it's not there! And the rebound to Clark.
That was the team in the country.
4-point game, 7 seconds to go.
You just can't foul.
Brunson all the way to the hoop, lays it in. Villanova timeout. Done here in Philly. Pons makes them both.
They won.
2 possession game.
Foul. You gotta throw it down. You gotta throw it the length and hope they foul you on a 3.
Brunson for 3. No good, and St. John's has done it. They knock off the #1 team in the country. This after they beat #4 Duke on Saturday.
On the road.
To go. Oh boy. The Zags are keeping Duke in the game with missed free throws in the final minute. Duke does have a timeout remaining. Four straight missed free throws. Barrett driving, knocked away, and Gonzaga wins it.
One and one. Alexander misses. Do you foul if you're Tennessee?
Yes.
Hachimura, way off of the 3. And it is over. And #1 goes down here in Phoenix. Tennessee behind Admiral Schofield comes back to knock off the unbeaten Zags 76-73.
Gives it up. Vic from the corner. Back to Dotson, through his hands into the backcourt. Over and back violation. It's Arizona State ball. And that's a break for Kansas there. Because Edwards, he had an opportunity there to keep going. History in the making.
It's over. #1 goes down in Tempe.
Brilliant since halftime. Drives on Alex O'Connell. And it's Chuku. The dunk for the Cuse. He has 10. Barrett, the time running out. R.J. Barrett, a deep 3. And Chuku, fittingly, the ball in his hands as the game ends. Jim Boeheim, another win over the #1 ranked team in the country.
What a performance by the Kentucky Wildcats here tonight, taking out number 1. And doing it in convincing fashion. The final score, Kentucky 86, Tennessee 69. For Jay Billis, Maria Taylor, and our crew, I'm Dan Schulman saying thanks for watching. From Lexington, more hoops coming your way to San Diego with Bill Walton. Here's Dave Pash.
I didn't get ice cream.
Williams
kind of can be patient with.
looks like Mike is going to make him play straight up. Johnson and 1.
Doubt to be in his absence.
Yep.
They were
guys where they are in the moment tonight. They were stunned. The entire building was 2006, and G-Man, it's our final opportunity to call the Battle of the Blues, partner. It was my privilege and honor.
Speed.
Yeah, Hagan's running off some seconds. Finds Sestina. And there's your exclamation point, Richard.
Yes, when it really counts at the end of the year.
Tillman for 3. And that is going to do it. Kentucky defeats Michigan State 69-62. Tyrese Maxey making a name for himself in his very first game.
Fantastic. What a great performance.
64. I don't know if Coach McCarty practices fouling, but I would certainly implore it here. Maxey on the way for the tie, and it comes up short. What a win by Evansville. And for that man right there, what a moment for Walter McCarty.
Jump shot, but this is Bain. He's looking up at the clock. Is the ball out of his hand when that clock goes to 0?
Oh my goodness, yes. It is. Nathan Bain, this is your life.
We're going to hear from Texas Tech all year long through the Big 12 and beyond. What a statement by Texas Tech. This was a program win without Jamias Ramsey, their leading scorer. Remarkable.
For the 4th time this year, the #1 ranked team in the nation suffers a defeat. And what a big win for Chris Beard and the Red Raiders here in New York City.
Dotson, he's got to do it. Dotson, 3 to go. Dotson drives. No good. And Villanova knocks off the #1 team in the nation. 56-55.
Such a great offensive rebounding team. You don't want to give them the opportunity to get an offensive board toward the end.
Butler, 2 seconds. Just short, and Kansas will win it here in Waco.